Hello, guys. This is Ranger Gamer 06. How's everyone doing today? Uh, so I got back from watching Ghostbusters: The Afterlife. Yes, there will be some spoilers, as you can see the title of my video. But before I begin, if you are new, if you're just now stepping by, if you're seeing me for the first time, please subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter. My username's down in the description box, so follow me on Twitter. I know I'm not on Twitter a whole lot. I do apologize. I did post something a few days ago. This is a little off topic here, just real fast. They are making Earthwork Gym series based on a video game back in the 90s. I'm a huge fan. I'll put a link on there, so check it out if you haven't already. So, yes, I have just got back to after seeing Ghostbusters Afterlife. This is the fourth film of the franchise, although it's not part four per se. It's I guess you could say a sequel to the first two films because the one that came out in 2016 didn't do so well. It was a box office failure. Now I have not seen the movie, but I heard a lot of things about it, and by looking at the trailers, I just wasn't feeling it. I'm like, I'm not going to see this movie. I'm sorry. It just did. I just, from what I've seen, what I've heard, it didn't feel like a Ghostbusters film. This one, however, I say is a true sequel from Ghostbusters 2. Uh, and it's directed by Jason Reitman. I think I've saying that right. His father, Ivan, uh, I believe, produced the first two. The first one being 1984, and after and then part two, which came out in 1989. So, and it stars trying to think Carrie Coon, Finn Wolfhard. That's the guy, the kid who played in It Chapter One and Chapter Two. He was Richie, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the comedian. Uh, McKenna Grace, Paul Rudd, and of course Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Ernie Hudson, Sigourney Weaver, and Annie Potts. Uh, they're all back from the from the first two films back in the 80s. Uh, so it's about a mom and her two kids. A little girl played by McKenna Grace and the boy played by Finn Wolfhard. Uh, they move to Oklahoma, and it turns out they discover a connection to the grandfather, the mother's dad, is one of the original Ghostbuster Stance, I think was his name, played by Harold Ramis. I believe that was his name. Forgive me if I mispronounced that. Sadly, he passed away a few years back, 2014. Yes, Harold Ramis. Uh, so they discover the connection to that particular Ghostbuster, member. That's the kind of gist of the story, and it goes on from there. So what the story's about, and this is where spoilers kind of comes in. So if you have not watched the movie, you might want to pause this right now and go watch the movie. So here it goes. So the movie starts out. You see a guy he's running away from a mountain. He's like out in the country, right in Oklahoma, Somerville, I believe is the name of the town, and he's running away from something. He's got one of those trappers. If you guys seen the first two movies or the new one, the 2016, if you're familiar with the franchise, you know what the trapper is. It traps ghosts and stuff. And he's running away from something, and something's after him, what it is. And he go back to his isolated house in the middle of this corner for this field, on this farm. And apparently, because he's like the smart one, he's like the science, the nerd type, I guess you could say. And he has all these traps set up for just an occasion. And apparently, the trap went out, like the electricity went out. It didn't work. So he hurries into his house, puts the trapper in the floor, buries it, and he sits in the recliner chair, and of course the ghost, the demon, uh, kills him. Because like I said, he did pass away in real life. Uh, I kind of wish they didn't kill his character, but then again, it was good kind of. I mean, you could obviously it was CGI. Like you don't look at his face, 'cause it's kind of dark, but you see like his hair, it's all gray now. He's got a beard, he's got those glasses. So you could tell it's him. Uh, so anyway, that's how the movie starts out, and then it goes to the mother. I forgot where they live at, New York City, I think. Anyway, so they're in debt. They're losing their house. They barely have any money. So when the grandfather passed away, they go into his house. Trying to like restart their life. And of course the little girl, can't remember her name off the bat. Spengler. That's the name, Spengler. I don't know what I said before, but yeah, that's the character played by Harold Ramis. Uh, so Callie Spengler, the granddaughter, she discovers I think it's a motion tracker or the chair, and it kind of and the story kind of goes from there. She's little by little the kids start seeing the stuff that their grandpa left behind, like the Ghostbuster car in the garage, and and they start to connect. And you got Paul Rudd as a teacher named Gary, and the the young girl, goes to summer school, and it was really funny because he didn't he doesn't teach the kids. He plays scary movies, like he plays Cujo, and then later on Child's Play. He just sit in his office. But he's also like a scientist geek, like the girl. And so they start kind of interacting and talking. And he meets a mom, and they kind of fall in love. And but the mountain I was telling you about in the beginning of the movie, it's got these mysterious markings, and it's a carving of Gozer. I thought it was Zool, but maybe that's something else I'm thinking of. I haven't seen the first movie in a long time, but I do want to watch it again. After seeing this movie, I won't go back and watch the first two. But and I guess what it is that she's hidden those two dogs, the gatekeeper or something else. If you guys watch the first movie, you know what I'm talking about. Apparently, she's back. Okay, she's in the mountain. You know, uh, Spirit gets loose. The dogs, the spirit of the dogs, whatever they possess. Uh, Paul Rudd's character Gary and uh, the mother, uh, Callie. You know what? I got it backward. It's Phoebe. Phoebe is a little girl, not Callie's the mother. I'm sorry. I got the names backwards. Uh, so yeah, Phoebe is a little girl. Callie's the one that her and Gary gets possessed. You know, uh, and so they release the Gozer. I mean, it looks really good too. I don't think it's the same woman. Uh, it's Olivia Wilde, but I think the voice, it's Emma Portner. Yeah, does the voice, I think. No, I'm wrong. It's Shara. I can't pronounce her name at all. Uh, Shara Adadashio. Emma Portner does the CGI spirit. My bad. So yeah, so they basically they reawaken the villain from the first film, and not surprising. And at the end, when all hope is lost, guess who steps in? Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and Ernie Hudson. So yes, but and it just dawned on me. I don't know how they got there. It didn't show another car. I don't know. It was neat. See, this is my kind of a disappointment because I'm all about details that you know you show. You get like these familiar characters. They just put out of nowhere. I hate when Hollywood does that. But don't get me wrong. It was neat seeing them. They were like in their uniforms. They got those proton guns. I think what they're called. Uh, but yeah, it was really, really good. The saddest part was the same scene was where Phoebe is on the gun, and all of a sudden the spirit of Spangler, I can't remember his first name off the top of my head. Put my hair. It looked just like Harold, but CGI. He's like older looking. Like I said, he had the same hairstyle, but gray beard, the glasses, and he's helping them. And he's standing beside his partner, his friends. And it's so for a brief moment you see all four together again. It was so cool, but it was kind of sad. Like oh, you see his spirit form. The thing is, he never talks, which I can understand why. But you would think they'll find someone that would sound like him, but yeah, he never talks. So major spoiler right there. So like I said, this is a spoiler review. Uh, so yeah, the end of the day, like always. Um, there are two hidden scenes. There's a post-credit scene and an end credit scene. So, and it's got Sigourney Weaver, yes. Because I was hoping to see her. We never see her, but you see her at the end of the movie. So, I'm not going to tell you exactly what happens. So, you got to watch it. It's a great movie, great visual effects. The acting was okay, but I wouldn't say it was the best. I mean, the kids were okay. Paul Rudd did a good job. I mean, Paul Rudd, he's been acting for a long time. Uh, of course, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Ernie Hudson, obviously great actors. They are the original Ghostbusters. So yeah, you got to have them in there. So I'm glad they made a comeback. We all saw it coming. We all knew they were going to be in the movie. As soon as we started seeing the trailer, last year, we just knew that they're going to come back. There's no way they wouldn't allow them to come back. So my slight disappointment, unless there was an Easter egg that I missed, because movies nowadays are full of Easter eggs. My slight disappointment that we did not get to see Slimer, the Green Ghost. He was not in the movie. Again, maybe there was an Easter egg about him. I don't know. We got a new ghost called the Muncher. I think is what he was. He's got like 6 arms. So you could tell that he was a placement for Slimer. 'Cause you got to have that goofy ghost in there. And of course, as shown in the trailer, those little tiny Stay Puff guys. That was really cool. I like that. So yeah, it's a great movie. Uh, there's been mixed reviews, critics. I thought it was okay. I am not a huge Ghostbuster fan. Like Ghostbusters is one of the series that I like, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Does that make sense? But I do want to go back and watch the first two. After seeing this one, I want to revisit the first two movies because I remember some parts. I know I've seen a movie years ago, but I can't remember all of it. So yeah, trying to think. And of course, at the end, the credits roll, it plays that theme song. So that was really cool. Uh, so yeah, I'm trying to see the box office here after making. So after making $16.6 million on this first day, including $4.5 million from Thursday night previews, $1 million more than the 2016 film. So it did a lot more than the 2016 film. So yeah. Uh, from what I've seen at the end of the movie, let's just say they're going to make a sequel. So, yeah. And of course, there's that video game. I never played it. It came out 2013, 2014, I think. But, they remastered it for the next gen, PS4, Xbox One. It's on the Switch. I never played it, but now I want to play it. So yeah. So anyway, guys, that's my review. Uh, like again, it's a spoiler. So it was a great movie. I might own it. I don't know. I don't own the first two, but I'm thinking about buying it so I can rewatch it. But who knows? I might become a huge fan of the series. I like what I've seen in this movie. Uh, and that's come from a guy who's not a huge fan of Ghostbusters. But I mean, I don't hate it. Don't get me wrong. I liked it. So yeah, so there will be a sequel, I'm sure, and I will watch it for sure. Absolutely, I will watch it. Um, so yeah, that's my review. Again, guys, follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. Monday, the day after tomorrow, I'll probably do an unboxing video. So stay tuned for that. And thank you guys for watching. Again, this is the Ranger Gamer 06. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button, give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.